Hi, it's John and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about single-use plastics. Before I do that, I want to thank you very much for watching my last video on the possible Alberta blackout during our cold spell here. More than 4,000 people have watched that. You may want to click on it after you watch this. So single-use plastics, this is target number one for leftists and regressives everywhere. I call them regressives because there's nothing progressive about them at all. Our city council here in Calgary has figuratively got us eating our food with our hands again. I'll get to that in just a moment. But I'm going to talk about this from a local standpoint to start, federal standpoint in Canada, and this may be affecting you somewhere around the world because leftists, they're trying to get rid of this stuff. And I'm going to explain why it's stupidity. So anyway, here in Calgary, they passed a bylaw last year saying you're going to get charged for paper bags, 15 cents, $1 for plastic bags if you use them when you go out and you're buying stuff at a grocery store or anywhere in the city. You're going to get charged extra, which I always thought the bag was part of the cost of me buying things. It was just something extra I was given because I'm buying something in a store. But not anymore. Stores are being forced to do this by our regressive city council. Now that price, 15 and $1, is going to go up and double. So it'll be 30 cents for paper, $2 for plastic very soon. Now, here's where it's a real issue, and this is coming up more and more, and you're seeing stories about this in local media. You go out maybe with your kids to a soccer game. You got two kids in the back seat. There's you and your husband or wife, and you go out to McDonald's, and you want to pick up 4 burgers, 4 fries, 4 apple pies, and 4 drinks. And you go and you order your food, you pull up to the window, and they start handing you the food single item by single item out the window. And you say, what? Why is it not being put in a bag? You have to ask for a bag. Well, can I have it put in a bag, please? That's going to charge, you're going to get charged an extra 15 cents. Excuse me? I'm getting charged 15 cents just to have a paper bag? Yeah. And it's going to be 30 cents next year. Now, this is lunacy. This is insanity. First off, paper is a renewable product. You just grow another tree and you've got more paper. We should burn that for energy. I've been saying that for years. So why don't we just burn the stuff? Set up a plasma burner. They do this in places in Europe. Places around the world burn garbage for energy, but they should be burning it for energy at the very least, but they shouldn't be charging you 15 cents. It should be built right into the cost of the product you're already buying. For God's sakes, it's 15 cents. Don't inconvenience me. Give me my freaking paper bag with my food in it. That's what I expect. That's not what City Council wants you to have. They want to charge you. Now, right now, it's the retailers that's going to get the money, but once the price goes up, I have no doubt City Council is going to find some way to skim money off this, to put it in their coffers, to waste on some left-wing lunatic idea in the future, okay? So that's where we are right now in Calgary. Now, on a federal level, the federal government tried to ban plastic items, single-use plastic, forks, knives, spoons, straws. Federally, you couldn't use them anywhere in the country. You would never get a plastic item again in the whole country, but that was struck down by the Supreme Court, and I believe the federal government is going to appeal this at the highest court in the land once again. Now, this is the reason why they want to do this. Our nutcase Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and his criminal Stephen Guilbeault Environment Minister think stuff like this ends up out in the environment. Now, this is where this strikes you probably at a more local level, no matter where you live in the world. They think this ends up in the environment. They think stuff like this ends up in the ocean. Now, I want to ask you a question. I live 15, 16 hours from the Pacific Ocean here in Calgary, Alberta. How, if I throw this into my garbage bin or into a recycling bin, does this end up in the ocean? That's ridiculous. It's impossible. This, if it's thrown into a garbage bin, it's supposed to go to a landfill site. If it's thrown into a recycling bin, it's supposed to be recycled. If it's ending up in the ocean, somebody is committing a crime here. And we need to look into this. Now, we all know that's not happening. But that's what the left believes. They believe this stuff ends up in the ocean or in the environment somewhere, and it doesn't. Most of the stuff, the plastic that's in the ocean, is there because of 2 places, Africa and Asia. There are videos online of dump trucks full of garbage pulling up to rivers, dumping all of the garbage into the river that goes downstream, and it ends up in the oceans. 95% of all pollution and plastic pollution in oceans is caused by Africa and Asia. We've been throwing this stuff in garbage bins and in recycling bins for years. This does not end up in the ocean, but that's what the left believes. The left does not think logically like you do. The left thinks emotionally. Oh, it's going to end up in the ocean. Ban it! Because that's what they're all about. These people are, I said it in my last video, these people are insane. And they need to be stopped. Okay, they need to be stopped. How do we stop them? Vote them out. And you know, I live in a very conservative province. I love it here because I'm a conservative and we vote conservative federally. Hardly a single leftist gets in all of Alberta, but we vote in these lunatics on city council and they all need to be thrown out on their asses because the regressives are a threat to the way you live. I know it's only a plastic straw, but if they can ban a plastic straw, something so insignificant, what else are they going to do to you? Thanks very much for watching. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. You know, maybe I'll do some more videos in the future. I'll talk to you again next time.